So I think the most important thing when you're thinking about your residency program, so you're already in medical school, you've already decided medicine is what you want to do, and then you decide it's going to be internal medicine. I can't emphasize enough how important it is when you're looking at programs that you train in a program that's going to give you a lot of great clinical exposure and a lot of great clinical diversity. So I think that programs that are paired with different types of hospital systems that have access to populations in which you can really serve, so like the VA population, or have a hospital system that has a majority of Medicaid patients or other people, other populations that are going to look different than some of the academic referral centers might look, really, I think, broadens your exposure to a lot of different diseases, as well as your experience in different experiences of health and healthcare. And I'm just so grateful in my training that I was able to get that at Northwestern through my exposure at the Jesse Brown VA in Chicago, and then also in some of our outreach clinics here in the city of Chicago. That was really, really, really great, and such a pivotal training experience for me. I think the other most important thing when you're looking at any training program, whether it's residency or fellowship or advanced fellowship like I did, is you really want, you want to look at the people you're going to be working with. Those are your people, and they're going to be your people at all hours of the night, and most of the days of the month. And you work hard in medicine, and so you want to be around people who are nice to work with, and who work hard, but also, know how to value both their work, but also their self-care, and who are just really kind and collegial with one another. And again, I, super lucky training, when I was at UVA as a medical student, and then now at Northwestern for my training, when I was a trainee, that it was just a really collegial environment to work in. And so it was a happy place to work. And so therefore I was in a good mindset, and I was learning the most that I could, because it was really great. I think that's probably true of any workplace, right? The people that you work with really makes the experience and makes you a better learner, and in the end makes you a better doctor. And then the last thing I would say is you want to be in a place that's going to challenge you, and that's going to provide opportunities for your professional growth. And so in order to figure out what that kind of place is, you have to know a little bit about what your goals are in your career. And so, for example, if your goal is to be a primary care doctor for an underserved population, then you probably don't want to go to an institution that doesn't have the type of population, or doesn't have a training program that's going to help you go out into the community to do primary care, if most of your rotations are all going to be in subspecialties. If you're someone like me and you're interested in liver disease, you need to go to a place that's got a liver transplant program, because you need to go to a place that's going to see a lot of liver patients, and you want to understand the early process of transplant medicine. That's important even in internal medicine residency as you're preparing for fellowship applications. So knowing a little bit about the types of things that you might be interested in, even if you don't totally know if you're going to do a specialty when you're looking at internal medicine residencies, I think that's really important. And then what are the other opportunities available? So different medicine programs are going to have different tracks available to you. So sometimes there's people who are interested in women's health. You might be interested in medical education. You want to be a dean of a medical school someday. There's opportunities to do additional coursework and classes to get training. If you're someone like me and is going to be a clinical researcher, you can take classes and do other things in research methodology and statistics. Those kind of opportunities. Some places, have opportunities to, do things within the business school. So there's all kinds of different things depending on what you want to do with your MD degree that you should be thinking about when you're looking at programs.